So this is Tom Cloud with this week's Precious Metals Market Update. I really don't know where to start. There's so many things going on. We're knowing that next week, April 19th, is when there's all kind of rumors floating. We do know that the new Shanghai gold exchange, cash gold exchange, where physical metal will be purchased and taken possession of, starts. What we don't know is whether it's going to be a yuan-backed gold currency or gold-backed yuan currency next week. That rumors are flying everywhere, and even some people predicting that $1 trillion of U.S. treasuries could be sent back for redemption, which would cause the Fed to have to print money, which would cause higher inflation, rising interest rates on bonds, and an absolute astronomical jump in gold. I'm not telling you it's going to happen, but there are a lot of educated people believing this is going to happen next week. But I will say this we do know. This week, as we're doing this right now, I'm taping this on the 12th day of April, is the G20 will meet in Washington, D.C. There'll be more international bankers in Washington, D.C. this week than at any point in history. The G20 is going to meet here. So we also know there's going to be no more bank bailouts, but bail-ins. This week, we've been startled as we've seen bail-ins start in Italy and over in other parts of Europe, where as much as 50% of your monies have been taken out of your bank account, and in some cases, all of it. And these are not rumors, these are not jokes. These are things we've talked about for months, knowing that when the crisis time got here, that governments are not going to have any responsibility. Everything's going to be funded by bail-ins from banks taking your money out, and they can do it under law, and you have no recourse whatsoever. So all I can tell you is I would be getting my money into things that are hard assets, whether it's real estate, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, diamonds, rare coins, whatever it is. I mean, different things, but I would get it in there with a basis on gold and silver bullion, which I believe will have the most effect. Then we find out a day later, the AAIB we've talked about on this show in the past, the Asian Infrastructure Bank that was raised to compete with the U.S. bank here, World Bank. So now we're hearing strong rumors that no later than June the 1st, they will redo their basket and the dollar will be lowered as a percentage, and the yuan and euro will be upped as a percentage of their basket of currencies. People, there is nothing good out there for the dollar. It's already dropped 5.5%. And let me tell you this example. From 2000 to 2011, the dollar went on the world index from 126 down to 72. For every 1% the dollar came down, we had a 13% jump in gold. With a jump of 20% so far in 2016, and the dollar down 5.5%, we've only seen about a 4% jump for each 1% down in the dollar. So there are still people thinking, well, gold's going to come back. It could come back temporarily on shorting, but let me tell you, there's a huge physical shortage of gold and silver, physical take possession of brewing. So all I can tell you is you need to be doing your homework. You need to allocate immediately a higher percentage in gold and silver. If you're allocated 10, you go to 15. If you're allocated 25, you go to 30% of your investable money. But the key thing is don't have any more in your bank account than you're willing to lose. I'm not telling you it's going to happen, but I can tell you with all the smoke, there's usually fire not far behind. So hopefully we've talked about some things that get you up to speed. This is probably the most emergency one I've given you in a long time, and I wouldn't be telling you that if I didn't believe it. You know that from listening to me for a long time. So if you still need money into self-directed precious metals IRA, we can walk you through how to do that. And once again, you've got to get a custodian. You need to get it set up as fast as you can. If you're holding rare coins, we also feel you'll do better in bullion coins, and you need to liquidate those. Even if you have significant losses, take the losses off your 2016 tax return and go right into that. So hopefully this, some of this will resonate with you. If you need to speak to Dan or Kathleen or I, you can reach us at 800-247-2812. That's 800-247-2812. And if you're not getting our email blast, you can sign up right here at FTM Daily /gold, or go to the Precious Metals button. And we don't share your email with anyone. It's completely confidential. We'll put out pricing. We'll put out articles that we feel are applicable to what's going on in the world of finance. So hopefully this will be very helpful to you. With this week's Precious Metals Market Update, this is Tom Cloud signing out.